nobody can be or do you better than you. And your individuality is your greatest strength. So my greatest strength, which for me I know now, is my mindset. Your mind controls you. And that's what I would say to the young boy or younger version of me is, nah man, like stay true to you. I've done things my way.
Bayo taught me about being resilient. He taught me about if you want something, nothing should stop you from getting what you want.
He will sign every single signature. He will talk to every single young person. He will take a picture with every single person, because that's what he is. He's a giver. He loves to give.
Not accepting that he has boundaries. Not accepting that he can't do something that he wants to do. It's such a rare trait. He's not normal. He gets himself into positions in front of people and finds that normal. It's not normal, you know?
That whole too big to play football has followed me. It's followed me my whole career. But just because people say it, it doesn't make it so. But then I do believe if you're going to be who you are, you've got to back yourself. You've got to back yourself and you've got to succeed. And for me, that's what I did. Of course, football has a time span. Listen, it's rare that you play from 20 to 40. And I think the mindset is, the most important thing is to have something to go into. I'm going to retire. You're going to see my truths. I'm unapologetically myself. And you're going to see somebody who's grown into the path that I've chosen for myself. So listen, I hope you enjoy it, and it's come from the heart. I'm good.
Everyone was into playing football, and it was the common language. If you was good at football, you know what, you were someone on the estate.
At the age of 6, I knew that I could play this game, I could play this football game.
Yeah, man, this was the spot. This is home, like
This was everything. This was the centerpiece of Mabel. There weren't no phones. Yeah. So when you wanted to meet people, this was the centerpiece, right here.
We lived at the top.
Right at the top.
Number 27.
27.
But the door was blue. I swear that's still our gate, though.
That's still our gate.
Is that still our gate?
That's still our gate. Even when you look at the pitch, it's centered to everywhere. So we'll be up there, there'll be our bedrooms over there or in this block. Everyone can see who's out.
And that window there, right in the corner,
I don't know.
you climbed out.
So the story was, Mum was like, look, you're not going out. So what they did is we've got the main door, but they locked the gate, so he couldn't go out. And they were playing football in the pitch, and I was itching to get out. And kid you not, don't know what the hell came over me, but I climbed out the top window.
That was the toilet.
They came back at a random time. And then my mum could not believe. She was like, have you got a spare key? I was like, no. She goes, you got a spare key? I goes, I haven't. She goes, how'd you get out of the house? She was like, show me how you got out. And I was like, boy, the adrenaline had gone by that time, yeah? So I was like, yeah, Mum. And she was like, you want to die for football. This was you want to die to go out. And it was just, I remember it was the first and last time, because my mum whooped my ass. I know, who is it?
Nadia, look at you guys.
You look still young.
I know. Do you know I watched you look when I was going upstairs and I think, what they look like?
The same
None of you lot.
Jeez.
Well, look bigger, but that's about it.
Wow. Knee high, like
Snot your
proper.
nose. Running around in there. Tear up straight. That's chill.
No, but I ain't speaking. It's this right here. Yeah. See, this is it. This was the cornerstone. This right here. No phones. You just came out and everybody was here. Oh, it was real.
be late for work now. All right, sorry.
Bring it in.
It's worth it. It's worth it. Oh my God, it's absolutely worth it, man.
When you're a young person and you're hearing from manager after manager rejection, and you know what I couldn't really get through my head was the fact that every manager that I was coming across was saying, look, B, you can play, but they just couldn't get past the size thing, which baffled me because I figured once you do the training, you'll get yourself fit. They were saying I was the best player they come across, and then when you hear managers then turn around rejecting you, like it hits your ego.
I've seen my brother grow up. Well, I've grown up with my brother, and seeing the work that he puts in day in and day out just to become a footballer. Like, I've seen him go downstairs, pick up the ball early hours just to practice, and then being told no countless of times. Being told that he's too big to play football, and even at a young age being told that you're too big to play football. And despite that, like, he was still persistent, like he didn't care. Like, no one was gonna tell him that he weren't gonna be a baller.
He always found rejection, but it wasn't about his ability. It was about his appearance.
Oh, when I first met Bayo, the footballer, I was like, this guy's amazing. He could do everything, literally. When we were in primary school, I remember scouts came down from Arsenal. Bayo was just doing amazing stuff on the ball, dribbling everyone.
I know Bayo from secondary school. They just wouldn't know his story. They just wouldn't know what he's gone through to get to this point right now. He's literally been through every sort of rejection.
I remember a specific story of them saying like, oh, you're really good as a footballer. You want to come to Arsenal to train with, you know, other kids your age for a bit. And he was like, nah, I support Liverpool. If Liverpool come, I'll go to them.
For me, my brother was undoubtedly the best player I had ever seen at that age. He could do things that no other people could do. He had the best touch that I had ever seen. He played with such energy, with such dedication. You can see that it was football over everything. When he told me that he had the opportunity to go to Lithuania because it just wasn't happening for him here. And I was confused because I've seen him play football all his life. They weren't giving him the break. And I remember looking at him thinking, wow, like, you're gonna go abroad? And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna show people what I can do. I'm gonna show them my talent. And I guarantee you, once I've done that, people will know and you'll see me back here.
So the Lithuanian thing came about was because I remember they said they was going to pay me to play football. So it was my first professional contract. So, all right, cool. So it didn't even cross my mind. I keep telling it didn't cross my mind that I didn't speak the language. It didn't cross my mind that I wouldn't enjoy the food. And it didn't cross my mind that I'd be the only black person there. So anyway, we fly out and we were staying in a city, Klaipėda, which is like 4 hours away from Vilnius. So we get to Klaipėda, and so what I'd learned quickly that I was the first black person in the league and one of 4 or 5 black people in the city of Klaipėda. So we play our first pre-season game, and it wasn't in the stadium. So when you play, it was a lesser team. So when you play the game, the fans are standing beside the pitch. So anyway, we're about to kick off, and as strikers do, I stood. So I thought I heard monkey chants. I was like, nah, man, that can't be the case. So anyway, 5-minute goals, and it's the first time now I touch the ball, so I bring it down on my chest, and there's I was like, whoa, them man are being, that's monkey chants. So now I'm like, nah, that's definitive, I know this shit. Anyway, 5 minutes goals, then hits, zigga, 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 shoot the fucking nigga. And see, what makes this whole story even worse was, say it was about 1,000 people that were chanting that. 500 were my own fans. So the start of the second half comes, and I remember it started again, zigga, zigga. I was like, nah, man, I'm coming off. And I remember coming off, and the roar from the crowd was like a goal was scored. So I remember I walked off, and I remember I get the president of my club, I get his phone, and I phone my brother, and I goes to him, yo, Shams, Yemi, the older one. I was like, I'm coming home. He's like, why? I goes, yo, man, these men are being racist. This is what they said.
I said to him, look, listen, if you come home, then they've won. It's not about them, it's about you.
I went back to the hotel I was staying thinking, listen, I'm coming home. But boy, I woke up the next day and I just remember saying to myself, ain't nobody running me out of anywhere.
So I went to Lithuania to support my brother, and I was 14 at the time. So, like, even just analysing that whole situation, one memory that stood out to me, I can remember going to, like, a supermarket. So we walked in the supermarket, and I ain't even gonna lie to you, like, the whole supermarket stopped. Like, so I'm thinking, right, I'm on edge. So I'm looking at my brother like, yo, like, what's going on? And then I can remember, like, a young girl, she could have been like 7, 8, and she ran up to us and she done, like, the Hitler sign, and she said, white power.
He was a guy from London, being over in Lithuania. So I think he had some very low moments, and that wasn't exactly, he wasn't prepared for what he went through and the loneliness, you know. So I think that probably tested his character as much as anything, you know. Not a lot of people can come back from something like that. I could see he was hurt by it because it was the shock, you know. You don't sign for a football club and then get terrorised, you know. It just doesn't happen.
Stayed there the year, we got to equivalent to the FA Cup, Lithuanian Cup, scored the winner. Like, it was the first time, like, I experienced celebrity. I remember opening up an Adidas store, didn't pay in cinema, didn't pay at restaurants, met the mayor of Klaipėda. Listen, don't get the game twisted. There was still racist, I was still getting racist abuse from the away fans, but my fans started to take to me.
I remember going back to Lithuania a year later, and I was amazed. Everyone loved him. This boy ran up to him, asking for his signature. In a space of a year, he had changed everyone's opinion. And for me, that was always my brother. He always had that ability.
A lot of people were scared of the things they didn't know. Listen, don't allow nobody to change who you are. It was time for me to leave, and the club I went from there was Barry Town. I had to try and get back. I'd done 2 years in Lithuania, went to Barry Town, then Barry Town folded. So again, it was the start of my process, it was the start of my journey. And one thing, listen, as I'm old enough now, I can hit that. I knew I was always resilient. I knew what my end goal was. Barry Town was the process that went into administration, and I had to start again. Boston for a month, Leyton Orient for a month, Rushden Diamonds for 3 months. And and at these times, you could go from as many clubs. See, that's all changed now, isn't it? So I always say this because I get this tag, this journeyman. But yeah, you couldn't do this now. But I went from club to club to club. And again, it was rejection. And I always say this story in the sense where don't feel sorry for me. It's not, I don't want people to feel sorry for me when I'm telling this story. It was just part of my journey. And then Doncaster. And I think Doncaster was the time where it was like, bees arrived.
So in all honesty, I don't even know how my brother does it. Like, he'll get up, be on the bike, then he will go to training. Like, he makes sure he does the bike before he goes training. And then I might wake up and see him on Snapchat, and we're competitive. So that makes me get up and go to the gym. So then he's a father of 5, I'm a father of 2. So it's like, it's constant. But even when I see his routine, it's relentless. It's constant. He goes in, he goes in, he goes in. Look, I always knew my brother was gonna be where he's at now. Like, I was just waiting for the world to catch up. Like, I've always seen my brother as being that person.
So of course there was confidence there, and I remember my first training session, one of the strikers there, and listen, I was cocky and I was like, listen, I've come to take your position. And I'll always say, I learned a lot at Donny. Went in there, I think I scored 4 goals in 8 games. We got promoted. We had a parade in the town hall. Me and the fans, we got on wicked. And then come the end of the season, I remember the manager pulled me in his office and he was like, B, listen, we're not going to offer you a contract. I'd expected to get a contract because I'd done well. But then, of course, throughout the summer, Torquay had come in for me. So Torquay also got promoted from League 2. And I'd sat down with Leroy Rosinia. And when we sat down, Leroy Rosinia said, listen, I'd never worked under a black manager before, so he was a black manager. And he was like, look, B, I know you're trying to get back to London. And I'll help you get back to London. So, you know, he's a striker, like I was a striker. He had gone through racial abuse, like I'd gone through racial abuse. So I was like, yeah, this is gonna work. I scored my goals for Torquay, enjoyed my time, and then I got my move to Swansea.
There was a part of his career where he broke his leg, and I remember him walking out of Swansea without a contract. And this was around the time that he was having his first child.
When I broke my leg, it was the first big injury that I had had. And I remember the doctor saying, boy, you may not kind of come back from this. And I remember the surgeon came in, the surgeon said, listen, you're out for 6 months, boom. And it was at a stage where it's stupid for me. I look back here, it's the only regret I got in my footballing career. I rejected a contract that was offered for me while injured, and I wasn't affiliated to a club. And I had my daughter, and I was broke, and it was the most scariest time in my life. Hands down, nothing comes close to that period.
Breaking your leg in football, like, that's a massive obstacle. It's your legs, it's your bread and butter, it's what you use. Like, there was a setback of a year, you know, so we had to do rehab. So I can just imagine going through that and overcoming it.
It was hard for him, and it was hard for the whole family.
I'd never experienced fear like that. And anybody who's a parent will understand this, in the sense where, see, when you cater for yourself, it's cool. If I wanted to go hungry, I can go hungry. But to ever think that my daughter could go hungry. So I wasn't affiliated to a club. I'd burnt through my savings within 4 months. I'd still had to pay for my mortgages. And I'd gone broke. That was a point where I'd gone broke. I remember I was trying to get loans. And that fear of not being able to support my child or my family, for me, resonates still to this day. I keep saying, like, not scoring goals, not being known, that for me, it is what it is. I think as a father, my greatest fear on this planet is not to be able to provide for my 5 kids. It still scares me now. I guess that's the reason why I played to the age of 40. I was doing my rehab and I wasn't affiliated to a club, so it got to a point, I had my daughter, so it got to a point where, listen, I had to get a paycheck. So then the former manager at Swansea got the Millwall job, and he took me there, and I'd been out for 8 months. And I always say, like, Millwall was the place where I wasn't able to show what I was about, just because I was just coming back from injury. And then Millwall, there was 2 options after I got released from Millwall. It was Cheltenham or Northampton. And it's crazy because I only picked Northampton because it was closest to me, but it was the best decision that I could have made. I enjoyed my time, scored crazy goals, had an affiliation and relation with the fans that was surreal. Swansea was no joke. I'll always say that it was real. It was a step up. And when I mean a step up, in everything, I'm talking about the facilities. I remember I went round and I saw the stadium, the Liberty Stadium, the step up, the training. And it's crazy, I got to training a little bit late for pre-season, and I remember how quick it was and how technically good everybody was. So I remember one time thinking, ooh, they may be thinking, what have they signed here? So I keep saying my only regret is the rehab I did. I did it sporadically. So I was going from club to club because I was trying to get back into the game. And it's funny because people see me now and think I walk with a little bowl, a little swagger. It's because my rehab is different and my right leg is shorter than my left leg. So after leaving Northampton, I went to Gillingham, went back to Northampton, and then Wimbledon. So I think Wimbledon was when people really started to know my name, in the sense where we played Liverpool, scored against Liverpool. I always say, listen, if you can't play for the team you support, the next best thing is to line up against them and then score. Met Stevie G, got Stevie D's shirt. And then at the playoff final at Wimbledon, which there were some iconic memories from there, managed to score at Wembley. So yeah, good times, great memories. Swansea was my education, and I think in all aspects, the facilities, the interactions, the standard. I saw the Liberty Stadium. I scored the first goal in the Liberty Stadium in front of 20,000 people, which was surreal. Fast forward to the playoff final, that was at the Minellian Stadium. And it's funny because I started on the bench. 6 weeks on, got to the playoff final, and it got to penalty shootouts. And it's crazy because even though I wasn't a penalty taker at the time, I was mad confident at taking it. And I can remember having the ball and I was whistling. And that wasn't an arrogance, it was just to settle myself. and I take the pen and I see the ball rise over the bar. It was silent. I remember thinking to myself, oh shit, but I just missed. I remember putting my shirt over my nose and I start walking back. So in my head I'm thinking, oh shit, but I'm the one who fucked this up for everybody. Martinez comes down and he wasn't even in the squad and he is crying and he holds me and he goes, B, like it just wasn't our time. And like I well up because I was like, oh, that's how important this shit was. Because at this time I'm devastated. It hit me like a ton of bricks, the devastation of, for me, what I felt I caused. Like, and it's funny because normally my brothers are always there. Big moments, them man are always there. And they wasn't there at the time. I remember my partner at the time was there and she was the only one that was there. And my brothers had booked Miami. So as you do it young, we booked Miami, not now, we'll get to the playoff final. So, because they couldn't change their ticket, they had gone out, I think a day or a couple days earlier, so they wasn't there. And I remember the next day, which for me was a godsend, was I was booked to go to Miami. So win, lose or draw, I was out of whatever the situation I was in. And I can remember sitting in the lounge, headphones on, hoodie, just thinking, oh man, I didn't want to go to Miami. I want to call up and die. I wanted to be by myself. I always remember this. So I knocked the door of the hotel and both my brothers, it seemed like they opened it at the same time, but they're standing there. And when I mean them, man, embraced me. Like they embraced me hard, like, and we're just like, B, look, like, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, we wanted you to win. And this always stays with me. So my brothers goes to me, look, we acknowledge the past, we live for today, and we plan for the future. So Miami will always hold like a significant place in my heart because for me, it's poignant in what there's certain elements that's happened in life. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm on business this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Come on. I need that as my inspiration.
I think we should take it all the way back to the beginning.
Miami.
Yeah, man. Now, Miami is the place.
I can't afford Miami no more.
What did you say?
I can't afford Miami. I'm a father of 5. No way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen, what's
Let's make it an anniversary.
I'm just like, if we do Miami, we gotta do it slightly. We've done Miami bare time. So like, well, we gotta do it different. Huh?
Let's do it, man. We did every year, but it's something that has just become probably what's kind of really kept that bond. We go away every year together, the brothers. It's something that we do. It's something where it kind of keeps the bond and also enables us to plan for the future.
See, Miami was the first place we went to on a boys trip. So for me, it's part of the journey. It's part of the facet of every kind of section that we've kind of gone through in life. So then when we do go back there, like it's good because we can reset, we can chop it up, chit chat, and see how far we've come. It's so significant in the journey. I guess I'll put it in the way of, don't always be around people that are only with you, be around people that are for you. I don't like to say this because them man get big heads and that, but they're the ones who continue to install the mantra and the belief that if you believe it, you can achieve it, and that the sky ain't the limit, it's just a resting station. And then we clash because I'm a bit hard-headed. We've got Yemi, Shamps, older brother, probably the most like my mum. Dele, youngest one. I'd say he's the chameleon in the sense where he sits, as he's the younger brother, but he sits in the middle, so he kind of knows how to bounce between both his older brothers. So most situations, he's generally the most calm and collective. If there's problems and arguments, it's probably generally between me and my older brother. My brothers is my brothers, it's blood. So they will forever have my back, and that's what it's been.
We've got a lot of things on the agenda here, man. To be honest, next year,
I actually thought I would be a bit more apprehensive of walking away from the game, but I'm actually not. I'm blessed with it. Like anything, yeah, it's, you got to try, and then what lands is what lands, and then that's what you ride with. That's my mindset, is to try as many new things when I finish, to wake up in the morning, especially what we've gone through in the last 18 months is an achievement. Do you know what I'm saying? And you've got to count blessings. And that's why I think, and I've come full circle in, you can't look for validations elsewhere. You have to be comfortable in your own skin. Look, you don't have to always be the best in the room, as long as you're the best of who you can be.
I'm looking for that next journey, man.
Saying that, I'm looking forward to the next journey, but I'm hungry, man. Yeah. I ain't even trying to finish this.
Yeah, because you two dead.
He's a driver guy. I think if he wasn't a driver guy,
That's the thing.
Ooh-wee. Yo.
Okay, orange is mine.
Yo.
I got my orange.
Man, I would try and fight my older brother for the black one, but I know that ain't gonna happen.
Get the key from him.
I'm going for the black.
Hey, these cars ain't practical. They make no, they're not practical. I wouldn't purchase one for myself. Like,
listen, I have to start calling that Lambo and telling me.
it busts man's knees and that. It's just cramped and that. I ain't gonna lie, it feels like a real gaming chair.
16 stones and upwards.
Nah. Yeah. You know what? I think maybe we'll start like a beast mode car brand. You know what I'm saying? For the big man. So me, you, and then we'll hit the rock until something like that, and send one to the rock, and it's just for the big man. You get me? I look to the left, I look to the right, and I know these men are with me, and they've been with me from day dot, and where we've come from. It's just, there is nothing better. I honestly feel like I can take on the world when I know they're beside me. Like anything, you know, boys, you're gonna get into trouble. You know, I'll always say, and I won't be as cliche to say that football saved my life, but football was my love. I was stronger, faster, and better than everybody else. But I just put it down to, because I love the game and I played it so much. It's a beautiful thing to experience that you're going through with your loved ones, whereas now I take my boys I watch them at training and I go to their games. That's because I'm in a position to do that, whereas my parents wasn't.
I think my parents worked hard. They worked 7 days a week. And some of the jobs that they would do, we would go with them to those jobs. So we saw how hard our parents worked to provide for us.
My mum was always like, look, this is you lot. It's you against the world. Like, that's how we was raised. See, it doesn't matter what happens in my life. I know my mum, my dad, my brothers and my sister have always got my back.
I practically raised them from an early age. When my parents had gone to work, I had to get them ready for school. I remember I used to try to stop them going out to play football because I would be like, you know, like read your books or something like that. But he was very determined.
But I am more my mum. My mum's very driven. My mum's very stubborn. Me and my mum, we clash. Like, I'm a mummy's boy. There's no two ways about it. Like I have to go to my mum for big decisions. I still, to date, need my mum's blessing. I always try and make my mum smile. I had to convince my mum to say, listen, mum, I'm going to be a footballer.
He just like football. And he's made it known that, you know, that's what he wants to do all the way through school, when he was in the elementary school, primary school. I was more involved in encouraging Bayo. But I love football, you know, and I can remember, you know, my interest in football, you know, was when I was in the team, you know, back home, you know, playing, you know, street games. You know. I support him, take him to games, see his games, you know, when he was playing, the club games, you know, before he becomes a professional. So in that respect, you know, I I encourage Bayo.
Bayo.
Yeah, but my wife is also stressing
If
that
Bayo didn't go
you
to
want to play
school-
football, but you still have to be educated, so as to have something
And he
to
said-
fall, at the end of
And
fall
he
back
said,
on.
Mommy, I will do it for you. So
yeah.
he went to college. From college, 1 year in college, they want to sign him. And I said, no. Bayo has to go to school.
Because I was the only girl, so I would like be like almost like a tomboy at that age. I would play football with them. I had faith in him. I had faith. I knew he could do it.
The discipline we impart on the children is a combination of our tradition, the culture.
For me,
life,
I don't use British way. When they are young, I use my own tradition one. They have to respect elders. And I want my children to have more than me.
It didn't matter that we lived in London, in the house, it was Nigeria, bro. I think it's due a trip back. All right, so we're gonna do it, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's roll back. But one thing which will be good is to go back to Granddad's
100%. We haven't been there.
grave, innit? That's one thing.
All them
Dad wants
thing
to-
is, look, I don't know how long we're going there. Tell mums, chat to you.
What?
That I've got a schedule.
What's she
And
trying to
if
say?
she doesn't
That's
maintain to my schedule, tell her that I've
Don't
got
chat-
5
don't chat-
days.
Go, you go tell her.
Let's roll then.
Cool.
I was saying and I was joking and I was like, yo, the resourcefulness of Nigerians that I've seen. I mean, where we stayed to where we went into, so we stayed on the island and we went into the mainland and everybody seemed like it was a hustle and bustle, like it was always on to the next. So for me, it's going back to home, it's just for me strengthening that, yo, I'm taking back the hustle.
Back at the yard. It's been how long?
About 15 years, man.
15 years.
And our thanks to the Almighty Father for allowing me, enabling me to bring my children home to see the burial ground of their great grandfather, my father and their great grandfather.
You went across seas,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, met Mumsy over here, created a beautiful family and life for us in London. I, at 18, left London to go to Lithuania to follow my dreams. When I say that, for me, you're the testament, the definition of what a man should be. That's what you are. And to be able to say something to you and say, look, Dad, Granddad, I'm going to do something. And through all the trials and tribulations, you're able to now bring your kids back to see the fruition. After a while, it's like coming in and the future stars, the future generation. Keep showing love and we will do it. Blessings on blessings. Yes. Are you okay? Big smiles. Cheese.
Yo, cuz. Yo. So, it looks like we're going to the Super Bowl. So, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, shit. Super Bowl in LA, cuz. Yeah. My thing, you know the crazy thing? Hey, hold on, whoa.
LA, here we come again.
Nah, we got a problem though.
Yeah, what's up?
At the moment, we only got 1 ticket to the actual Super Bowl event. Yeah, cuz. What? Yeah, blood. These man be moving. Yeah, cuz. He said he's gonna work on getting another ticket. But at the moment, blood, he said it's peak, bruv. He said, because of all due to all COVID and all that stuff, so he's like, look, they're very strict on how many tickets they're giving out.
Ah, man.
But You know what? We got a few things to sort out though anyway.
I'm not gonna go Super Bowl by myself.
Nah, B, man, it's good, man, it's cool.
Who am I gonna sit next to, D? Right, man.
To be honest, I think there's a few heads that's going out there as well that you're gonna know. So if it only works out that we have the one ticket, then but you're not gonna be alone. There's gonna be a couple man them that you know anyway. But however, even besides that, I think hold on. Yo.
But you know what? I think if it's in LA, we can sort out an interview with Marshawn Lynch. You know, the beast mode of America meets the beast mode of UK.
I think Marshawn Lynch will be a good one because I think it's beast on beast. But listen, I ain't trying to go there by myself.
No, we'll get ourselves in there. Don't watch that, bro. You know how the Akinfenwas do. All right, then, cool, cuz.
I say nothing. I'm out.
Laters.
I run my brother's commercial interests. We've been working together for the past 8 years. So, like, for those that know, like, I keep them on track and that. So, you know, if you want to get to my brother, you got to come to me in it. So, and that's how it goes. That's how the trio works.
So what my role is to support more on the bigger projects that we work on. So when we're developing productions and games, I tend to get more involved in that.
Yemi, the older brother, diplomatic, smooth talker. D, sweet boy, knows how to keep us all together. I guess the best way I can describe it, I think Yemi gets the tools, D builds the path, and I walk it. So I guess that's the best way to describe the trio. For me, LA, Super Bowl. I think the Super Bowl in LA there's a match made in heaven. And I'm a fan of LA as well. So LA is high up there on the list, and it's always a vibe. I love the culture in America. I love the opportunities in America. And every time I go to America every year, and I think our energies match. Marshawn Lynch, as he's beast mode in the States and I'm beast mode in the UK, I think it's only right, you know what I'm saying, that we touch base and have a conversation. But I've seen his energy, and I'm sure our energies are gonna click.
What's up, big guy? I can't call it.
What is beast mode to you?
So, man, real talk, what beast mode to me is my mentality. Beast mode to me is what I stand on, my morals, my values, my principles. Beast mode for me is shit that can't be bought. Beast mode to me is shit that you can't make up. That shit is what I live, breathe, and I live. Like, I don't even think it.
It's you.
It's in me, not on me. So, you know, I don't go and turn beast mode on. Like, you feel it. Like, when you engage with me and we engage, you feel it. Like, damn, that's what he mean by that shit.
Yeah.
It was a lot going on, and you know, I get to the point where, like, you know, okay, we got work. I'm going to work. Okay, after work, I'm going home, and I'm being at home. What it started to get into was work started to come home, and it started to affect the way that I was feeling just on a personal level. You know, it started to be like a media frenzy just around our facilities where everything was like, oh, you know what? I'm 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm coming in there for breakfast, and you got a whole goddamn camera crew just following you around like, oh, we gotta document this moment. Like, no, bro, I'm just getting me something to eat, and the camera's coming in, and I'm like, man, hey, look, you know what? This is beginning to be like, hey, look, y'all know I just want to play football, and y'all making this more about other shit than what it is, and I'm not focused on that. So if we can't just keep it football, then, you know, I'm done with it. My mind is right, you feel me? My spirits is right. So it was like, well, the only thing that I could do from here is, you know, go down, whether it's, you know, I injure myself or, you know, going to fuck my head up or something. Like, there's nothing that, you know, I'm chasing or I need to prove about anything.
Fav, the energy's authentic.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Like, man, I'm running around like, man, is this motherfucker running around with my name and shit?
Two authentic individuals who care about their sport, care about the messages they put out, and we clicked. So Energy's authentic, and he can carry my name. He can carry my name with pride. I'll give him that. You get me? I love the NFL, and I'm a massive fan because I've always said I like being the biggest on the pitch because I like being the strongest. And when I watch them boys, they're big and they're fast and they're charismatic, and every time they make a tackle, they celebrate. And I think sport's entertaining, and I think the NFL is that, it's entertaining. So every time I go and watch, it's a spectacle, and I'm all about entertaining. So I'm a massive fan because of that. I'd say if you get the opportunity to watch a game, can't take it in, because I think the NFL does exactly what's on the tin. It entertains, in the showmanship. You know what I'm saying? It's brutal at times, and then they got some celebrations. I wouldn't say as good as ours, you know, but they do sometimes, you know, shut it down. So listen, if you got the opportunity, 100% take it in.
Yo, what's going on, Boohoo family? It's the Akinfenwa family. Adebayo Akinfenwa, D Akinfenwa, Y Akinfenwa. We out here, Super Bowl Sunday, game day. We're on our way down to the stadium. Follow us. All right, yo. I got a guy out here, man. Oh, you know that shit.
Enjoy the game, man.
Enjoy.
Enjoy, man.
Yeah, man. The Lone Ranger comes back, you know. No, it was a vibe to be, and the game was dope as well. But to be for the halftime show, bruv, Dre, the energy is the GOAT. Dre's the GOAT, you know. I know it was dope. All right, buddy, let's go home though, because it's gonna get bare traffic. So I just met Drew McIntyre, big boy, kind of like 6'4" and that. I ain't gonna lie, first thing he said, you know what, man's got the frame for it. But no, he was a cool guy. Asked him about, you know what I'm saying, how our sports mirror up. And he just said, you know what, it's tough, but it's worth it. And listen, I'm a strong believer that I think anything worth having, you know what I'm saying, is worth putting in the hours. Hey. Oh. Okay. I see that.
Is this happening right now?
Wait.
Is this?
Oh wait.
Am I look? I mean, I didn't come here looking for a new tag team.
I'm just saying. Wait.
But if it happens.
I'm just saying, because look, technically, I think I'm kind of being unemployed in about 2.5 weeks. So, and then just that vibe, I think energy's there, you know what I'm saying, not to be seen, not to be heard, but to be felt. I think that's what sport's about. There's certain things where you just feel it.
Can I add another member to Mustache Mountain? Yeah, let's do it. Nice.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
We got this.
It's where a lot of our agents and backroom staff, so the PAs for the players, personal assistants that will organise everything from their boots, their holidays, their concert tickets, or whatever they want to do, we'll take care of that. Every player here gets a PA. I think we've got 950 players as a company worldwide. The company had represented players like David Beckham, Michael Owen, Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard's still a client here today.
Well, I'm up 6'8" tomorrow as well. Such long.
He re-signed for a football club, Northampton Town, years ago. He'd been there, been a star, he'd come away, and we were talking to him about coming back. And I said to him, look, when we go back in, we meet the chairman and everybody, just act cool. Just act as if you're not sure whether this is for you or not. Let them sell it to you. The chairman made an offer, slightly lowballing him. His words, because you can allow Bayo to do some talking for you, I'm negotiating, but it's good to have him around. He turns around and says, I cannot take that chicken feed home to the wife. Chairman leaves the room, comes back with a different offer. Bayo's like, D, what do you think? I'm like, that looks good. He's like, cool. Chairman, who he calls C, not chairman. C, come here. Cuddle, we're blessed, we're gone. High fives to everybody on the way out.
Dean is my agent, more than my agent. Dean he's a friend, but known as on the tin, he's my football agent.
Yes from me. My good
brother, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Man like Dean.
Been together a long time. Bit of an odd couple. He's my friend. He's my friend, and I'm proud of him. You know, like as I would be any friend achieving things that others can't achieve. He is my friend, first and foremost, and he's had my back in negotiations before, which is rare. So maybe when football clubs are trying to cut me out of the deal, he said, no, Dee's my guy. Brings me back in.
You good?
What's up, buddy? Good?
You are?
Yeah, man. You are busy. You put this together, innit?
Me? Nah, not me.
You brains, man. We did our team photos today, and it was like, that's my last team photo that I'm gonna do. What is my proudest moment when it came to football? And my proudest moment is me achieving it because I said I would. That's it. Because I said, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna play ball. Proudest moment. And then everything up there is subheadings. Yeah, getting championship and then scoring these goals and that, subheadings. But the proudest moment was when it was like, yeah, man, I said I was gonna be a footballer, and everybody said no. And then the next one is like, yo, man.
The reason everyone loves you, the reason when you get promoted to Wickham and Jurgen Klopp is proactively trying to get hold of you via the biggest players in his team, is because you resonate with them, because you're approachable and you've got an aura.
Football's very institutionalised, very. Like, everything's done for us, and when we come out of that box, that bubble, we got to start again.
So, this is the agenda, right?
Yeah.
We have a meeting about what you need to do, your ideas, Dele's ideas, just about what you're going to bring to the party. Then I'll bring a couple of fighters in to talk to them about what MCing means. Ask them whatever you need to ask them. And then I think you should have a little go at it.
Have a go at what? Go at. Yo! Alright, here we go, listen. This is how I would introduce if you was walking into the arena, right? Alright, so I'm introducing St. George Groves, former WBA super middleweight champion of the world. 32 fights, bam! 28 wins, bam! 20 KOs, meaning he put them to sleep. Welcome, St. GG.
That was pretty good. You want to bring something special, but you don't want to take over.
Yeah.
You want to be entertaining, because with fighters, what they want is they want that strap line at the end, because then they know that's when they
that's
go.
Where
right, it's fight time now.
Yeah.
Because that's what people don't realise is like, I warm up in the changing room. It might be 50 minutes before you do your ring walk, get in the ring, do this thing, touch gloves, referee checks you, national anthem, introduction, fight. You know, so you've got to try and simmer over. At some point, you're gonna go, right, showtime.
All right, cool. Brother, thank you.
I wouldn't want to do it.
Shit.
I wish you were.
All right, brother. I know I wouldn't want to do it, you know.
I'd love to be able to do it, but I can't.
Oh, yes. All right. Here we go. We got Chris Eubank Jr. fighting out of Brighton, East Sussex. Hold on. 32 fights, 30 wins, 22 KOs, meaning he put people to sleep.
Ooh, man's got the sauce. Man's got the sauce out here. I like that. Judging off of that, you know, you got your own style, and I like that. I like that. That's a new.
So I was chatting to Groves, innit? And to be fair, honestly, I didn't realise the magnitude that went into talking.
When you hear that introduction,
as a fighter, it actually lifts you.
Yeah.
So someone who has nothing to do with the fight itself, who's not a part of your team, is actually having an emotional or spiritual effect on the fighters, because they've grown up watching these guys introduce all these other fighters, their heroes and stuff like that. Wow, he's doing it for me.
Yeah, because I really want to be able to have boxers not feel like I'm disrespecting their sport.
It can't be funny. I don't think it can. I mean, and you may be able to find some niche. I don't know if you could do it, but it's a fight. It will get to the point where if you do it well enough and often enough, you will get an entire crowd say it with you.
Yeah.
That's when you know you've done it.
That's when you've done it.
That's going to be tough. One other pressure on you, and that is the fact that there isn't really any black MCs out there.
They said there wasn't even no man from the UK that really do it.
Yeah. I haven't seen any black guys introducing fighters in big shows. I've never seen that. So that's another thing, you gotta represent.
Man said pressure, yeah, I'm doing it for the brothers, man.
You gotta represent, man.
Come on now, I'm doing it for the brothers.
Welcome to Awesome and Boxing, my friend.
Boxing, Welcome to boxing. We got this, Legendary Boxing. Oh, we got this. Look, so I see you up there, and I'm gonna try and dabble into it, But school me, give me some tips.
When you're in there, right, and that energy gets you, you're gonna be the way you are anyway.
Yeah. It's about connecting. Right, listen, thanks about that, because that's what I think in life. I'm all about, I want to do this, I want to say get into this, because I feel like it's a way of connecting. And I think when you get up there, you connect with people. See, listen, it's been nothing but love,
Keep being you, brother.
Right, come on, brother. Blessings.
Right?
Thank you, my brother. Blessings. Boy said to D, and I was like, yo, D, I don't bring you the most money football-wise. Like, you got some big names, but you go above and beyond for me. And I remember he'd always say stuff. You know what, B, I remember, like him, we'll put you in a room, B, and you're always going to be yourself. And I think that's why we've gotten so well, and that's why we'll still be in each other's lives now I've retired. So I licked the brothers, and we're going to see JJ, also known as KSI. So it's funny, I remember, so when's that video come out, and he was doing a segment, and it was Beast players, and it was like, Beast.
Info Akinfenwa is too good. He makes an okay team a beast.
So I remember I linked up with D, and I remember him like, raw. You see how many people watch that video, you see how many people saying Beast. It's like, but we gotta do something and give it back to them. So I remember driving back, and I remember somebody cutting me up. So I remember just being like, all right, cool. I was like, rah, I'm gonna go beast mode on this drive or something like that. It was a tweet like that, hashtag beast mode on. That was the start. Literally, everything I did was beast mode, and that's how beast mode on was born. BMO was born from then.
Oh my God. I'm such a cringe lord. Bro, 3.9 million, and then the other one has got, what, 11 million? Oh my gosh. Oh God.
Hi. My brother.
How you doing, man?
I'm blessed, you good? Hey, talk to me. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. Busy. Got tour in a few weeks, and just been put my head down, working on more music, training, always.
Training. What are you training for?
Might be fine.
Yeah. Hey, man, them don't know. Let me say this, yeah. So, it must have been a couple months ago. I bucked you up at the NFL Tottenham game.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're just doing pictures down, me, him, Trey Deeney, I think Mo was there, so just all of us there. And I remember I went to him and I was like, oh, I see you training, innit, cuz? So like you do when with boxers, like anything, innit, you put your hands up, innit? So I went to him and I was like, yeah. So he went, he put his hand up and he dropped one, dropped two, and he was on. But this was just playing. In my head, I was thinking, ooh. But if I'm not funny, but Jets, I can catch me. On my right, no, man, them who know what I'm talking about.
Ready now, say no. How is that training though? How is that?
Oh,
that
bro, it's
boxing
tough,
training?
bro. It's tough, man. It's like you're drowning, and then you have to learn to survive while drowning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
It's no easy task, and it's just weeks of it. Getting punched, getting dropped, getting beat up. You know, blood, sweat, and tears go into it. You know, to be a winner, you have to push yourself to that limit, and then figure out where your limit is, and then go beyond that.
Man, so I don't know if you know, I've started boxing training.
Trust me, we
okay.
Listen,
What, heavyweight thing?
Yeah, man. So naturally, I'm competitive. Naturally, I'm a competitor. And it's so crazy where, and maybe you didn't have this because you didn't play ball to have something to compare it to.
Yeah.
So I feel like I train every day, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? We do weights, we push ourselves through that. You feel like you can fight.
Yeah.
I think anybody feels like they can fight to a degree. But there's fighting and there's boxing. And that's what I clocked.
Yeah.
First session.
Oh, snap.
First session,
Yeah,
like anything, innit? You put up a pad, I'm gonna swing as
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
as
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what,
yeah,
but as soon as
yeah.
you hit Rocky, bang, you wanna hear it, you know what I'm saying? But all my life, my boxer trainer, cuz I went, he was like, yeah, alright, cool. And I went for, and he just jabbed me straight. Like, jabbed me straight, and then in your head you're thinking, alright, nah man, look, alright, let me just ease up. And bruv, literally, he bucked me up. Just literally. Like, man, it's the
What, so
maddest thing.
you sparred him?
Yeah, bruv, I'm sparring, like me, straight off the
But
bat.
he likes to go in at the deep end.
Straight in. Listen, off the bit, not saying that he was taking off my head or nothing.
Yeah.
He was saying the same. He was like, oh, try hit me, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you know. And it's literally, I think that analogy you put in the sense of it's drowning and at the same time trying to swim while drowning because it's literally, you're throwing a punch is coming at you. You then got to try and dodge just to keep your hand up.
It's weird how life works, but like, you know, no one knows the journey or how you're gonna get there, but eventually, if you just keep manifesting it, you will get there. It's just as simple as that. And for me, I think I've always just done that with everything I've done. And I've never let anyone try to, you know, take me off that journey. Take me off that, you know, change my mindset. And you know, I feel like boxing has definitely improved my mindset. It's definitely matured me and just made me stronger. And I think before I used to be a guy where I felt like I had to shout more, just to pretend that I'm tough. Whereas now, bro, I'm just so like lax. I just know like,
come true, cause I never had that problem, cause I was a big youth from young. Actually, on the digital side, the social media side, I realised, you know, the reach. Then the goal I scored against Liverpool. I think for me, that was the first time when the social media or the digital age hit me. After the game, it was trending. I think there was 72,000 tweets. I was trending. The next day, I got called to do the news. And for me, I'm a London boy, and I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to talk? Like, we lost. And I think that was the first time when it just seemed like people had connected. Hey. My God. How are you? Come off. Oh. Good to see you, boys. Good to see you.
So my name's Alexander Constantine. I'm the Managing Director of Xander Limited. We're a digital media agency based in London. We've been working with B and his brothers now for several years on various digital projects. B has a very powerful persona for what we do. It helps, he's very intelligent, he's very charismatic, he's very likable, he has a unique following, he has an appeal. And as we do more and more work to further develop his profile and his following, which we're going to be doing both online and through other projects in the real world on television, we think it's going to open lots of doors for him with brand endorsements, with exciting projects, with entertainment projects, e-commerce projects, whether it be his own brands or other brands. There's the e-commerce website, which is selling his branded clothing, really cool stuff. There's a game, Beast Mode Run On, which is really fun to play. There's the social media side, continues to go from strength to strength. The more that we build that, the more opportunities we believe we can open up for him with commercial partnerships. We've done thousands of projects for some of the biggest companies in the world. B is a unique character, he's a unique person to work with. He's always, we always enjoy working with him. He's a close friend now. We think we can do things with him that we haven't been able to do with other people.
Oh, I'm driving up EA Sports HQ headquarters. They're going to award me an end of era card. Just, I guess, to celebrate my career. I think what people don't think or realise with EA is that I think the last 10 years, like, we've literally been riding together. Like, for every accomplishment I've made, they've acknowledged. And it's a real thing. I mean, of course, people will chat about their stats, but I've always said the stat that it means anything to me, that stands out to me, is my strength rating. Like, I work on it. You know, every pre-season, I'm like, that's my shit, innit? Like, working out, slanging weights, and to get acknowledgement for that, to be the only one every year. And I said it about 5 years ago. I goes, I'm gonna retire the strongest.
Here he is. Bayo Akinfenwa, as I live and breathe.
How you doing, man?
You good?
Charlie!
Dele, how are you, man? Good to see you. You good? Yeah, good, man. How are you, man?
Jeez.
You okay?
My people, them, you know. These are like my people behind my people, behind my people.
We've got some stuff for you there. Come on. He's brilliant at producing content, and I think all of that is really inspiring for young people. And that's brilliant when he's able to connect with so many of them through our platform. Digital Bayo is the strongest player, and physical Bayo is the strongest player. And that blurring of the lines between the two, I think, has been pretty amazing. We actually head scanned him. Typically, we wouldn't do that for EFL players, but Bayo's been an ambassador for us for so long, and the community really love him. So we wanted to do something really special, and by head scanning him, it meant that the most authentic representation of him is in the game.
EA vibe with me, I ain't gonna lie. I think that's where our relationship just went from strength to strength.
Do you remember this one?
I think this is the, if I can remember, this is the first one that I can remember. This one or this one are the first two that I can remember. This was like when I started to catch myself and realised about the game. But I didn't know what it was about. And I just remember they were saying, hey, yeah, you got a card. And then boom, I remember this.
So this was FIFA 10?
FIFA 10, Northampton days and that. I'm still, young Akinfenwa. Age, bruv, look at all the faces. Cocoa butter and water, baby, cocoa butter and water. So this is FIFA 10?
That's FIFA 10. Then we got FIFA 15.
FIFA 15.
We should talk about this one as well. So this was the year that you got the strongest player award from Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, like, I remember that. All right, let me get to you, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because I'd found my own. Like, now this is a disrespect, like, the 44 pace. Like, I've stayed the same, like, you know what? If you gave me 44 now, I would, Mama, give me 42.
Look, it gets worse though.
It gets worse. The blood fire. Oh.
So this was 21, but we should talk about this as well.
Yes, I ain't gonna lie.
This was 1 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This is the one. Look, that should be. Look, you know how we should really do it? We should just I'm gonna tell my kids this was me, my whole career. Bam!
We've got something for you, Bayo. This is to celebrate the end of your career. What do you think of this? End of an era item.
Yo. Listen, the worst thing is, look, I swear to you, y'all lot could have given me 10, but to acknowledge, I've always said my greatest achievement to date was making it as a professional. So to acknowledge somebody's dream as a kid, to be able to be a footballer, and then like anything as kids, we play games, and then to know that my name's in the game, to know that they did the head scan in the game, and then to know that I've got individual items personally for what I achieved in the game, and then for this to summarize my whole career at the end of it. Like don't get twisted, because I'm beast mode, I won't get emotional for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But no, listen, from the bottom of my heart. Like, you lot, real talk, it means a lot. And that's real bars. Thank you, my brother.
No, thanks for everything you've done for us.
Yeah, this is getting framed. It should have always been like this.
I just want to show you this bit though, look, the pace.
Look, that for me, anybody that watched me on Saturday when I chased back in the corner, I was quicker than everybody. They really clocked that. That was my pace. But for me, bah! Oi, this is dope. Yo, oi. You know what I'm saying? The end of the era, no, it's just dope, man.
The way he is something special. And that's why is your brother, like, shut up. Like, do you know what he's done? Like, do you know the level of work that he puts in day and night? You haven't seen it. So there's no way you're gonna tell me anything that he don't deserve all the stuff that he's getting.
Those that know me, know my daily routine, creature of habit. It doesn't matter actually what time I get in. I've got to get up and do the bike. It's, to be fair, my first win, because I don't think there's ever been a time I've wanted to do it. Get up, 7 o'clock, go downstairs, put on a coffee, drink the coffee, and wait 20 minutes to kick in. I've seen my brother get up at 6, 5, like in the morning, get on the bike, then after the bike, go to training. Then after training, come back, fit in fatherhood. Then we might have a brand deal. So I'll call him and be like, B, we've got a brand deal. We'd be like, I'm there. And then go back on the bike. He's got to do training. And then he might have a game. And then he'll have to inject his leg for the... Like, people don't know the behind the scenes. People don't know that my brother has to inject his leg before every game. Painkillers. People don't see that. So I've seen him go through all of that. I've seen it firsthand. For me, I've always wanted to be part of a team dynamic. Football's a team dynamic. But I think that team dynamic comes from my family dynamic. I've always been part of a family dynamic, and I've been blessed enough to know that bad things do happen, or setbacks do happen. And I remember them being there and saying, listen, acknowledge it. We can't dwell on it, and we got to push forward. I don't feel like I ever have to go through problems or situations alone.
I think the difficulties most athletes that are part of a team will incur is they miss the team. They miss that bond, they miss that being part of something that's not just them, part of something greater than them. They miss the camaraderie, they miss the dressing room, they miss the chat, they miss the banter, the laughs, the jokes, the good times, the bad times. That's what they miss.
Spoke to the surgeon before when I had the operation 15 months ago now. He said, listen, like anything, the more force that goes through your knee, of course, the more pain you're going to get. It's got to the point now where I have to take painkillers just to get through training. And that's when I knew it was the start to be like, look, B, you always said, as long as you're enjoying it, you'll persevere. And it's not that I'm not enjoying football. I just think it got to a stage where my mind knew it was just too much. So when I was taking painkillers to get through training, and then game day, just double the doses to get through it. It was severe. And I remember the championship season. There'd be times when I was in pain. We're talking about the knee was waking me up from sleeping, so I'd be on the side of the bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning watching the sun come up, and then I was about to take painkillers, and it just got to a point where I was like, look, you know what, it's just too much.
He's always been a loud voice, but not an aggressive voice. I remember when he got injured, he broke his leg years ago, and he was on the cusp of a big move. And what I'll never forget is he injured himself, had the operation on the Tuesday. The Wednesday in football is always a day off. As a group, during the course of the day, went to visit him in hospital. That doesn't happen. Not on your day off in football.
So he made a bet he could score more goals than I made clean sheets, and just so happened that year that I got 23. I think he still managed like 18 goals, but because he wasn't keeping track, he didn't keep track of stuff like that. About 7 years later, finally got to this club and said, listen, you owe me. And he, funnily enough, he couldn't remember. Bayo, you still owe me for that bet.
What bet?
The one clean sheets goals.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
See,
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, stop making up stories.
it's just like a family bond. It's that kind of changing room, like everyone's together and looks after each other. Doesn't matter what age or stats you have in the game. It doesn't really count in this dressing room. It's personal and personalities rather than what you've done in the game. I won't mention who's the oldest. He's over there in the background. He's the eldest, and little brothers, big brothers, and lads in the middle, so it's just a pleasure to be around.
There was Bayo, myself, JJ and Darius, as the four of us essentially were the senior players in the team, and we ran the changing room, and what we said and what we implemented spread throughout the rest of the squad, and it becomes your culture, and people say it, but actually it's not what you say, it's how you live your life, and that's how we wanted to live every day, and that kind of spreads throughout the team.
Every season we just progressed and he's been a massive part of the success we've had over the years. He's just one of those guys who, you know, always wants to look after the people around him. He's made me look good for years, I'm telling you now. As a person in my position who takes set pieces and can kind of play long balls forward and things like that, I can just kick a ball up into an area and he's going to gather it, he's going to bring it down, bring others into play, score goals. I think one season he got me 7 or 8 assists just from doing that. So, you know, I love playing with him. He's been great.
I'm on the final chapter and last leg of my career, but as long as we get the win, because we can do all this and I can get the love and all that shit, but then at the end, if we lose, it's going to be shit. But say nothing, we're going to win the game, so it's nothing, man. I'll talk to the boys. Yo, good? When B finishes football, I just think it's going to be another project that we're going to sink our teeth into. I think it will allow B to be free. There's no holds bars. We're just free range to do what we want to do, as long as we apply the same values that we was raised with. And I just think, yeah, that everything's achievable.
Great at connecting with people. He has a shining personality.
It's cool to see how far Akinfenwa has come. And yeah, I'm proud of him. I'm very, very proud of him. I know he's got more in the tank. I know he's got more things to do, and I'm excited for his future.
He's such a lovable person, such a big character. And the best thing about B is what you see on camera and what you see outside of it's just exactly how he is off camera. That's him.
I see Bayo happiest when he's with his kids.
And he brings like this, I don't know, different side of him. It's a very fun and interesting experience being Akinfenwa's daughter. He's a lot similar to how people see him on TV, but he does have like a soft, kind and caring side. One thing about my dad is that he has a very good work ethic. He will wake up really early when I'm supposed to go to school and do the bike. He'll tell me about how he's tired and he has so much work to do, yet he'll still do it. And also, it actually motivates me. The match was great, but I think just like the atmosphere of being in Wickham, I think it's always like that, but especially on that day, it was like especially good. The people always have such nice things to say, and it's like a big family and community, and you always feel the love when you're there.
Seen him with his children, they love him, adore him. They're the sweetest children as well, so well-mannered, fun, intelligent.
People genuinely like have like a connection to him, even people who haven't met him. So sometimes when I see that, I'm just like, oh right, like it's real. Like he does do stuff like that. So yeah, no, I enjoyed that. Like I always enjoy that. I felt loved, I can't lie, because everyone was standing up, they were clapping. Like we had a good game and we won, so the energy was high. And like I just felt that. I was just smiling, I was laughing and drinking. Like it was very fun. And to like celebrate with the fans are really cool people. I've met some of them while I was there. and to like do that with them, especially because I'm not even on the pitch. Like a lot of them, I don't even think know my name, but the fact that they was able to like show that, it made me feel good. Like it was a good day.
Football has always been his passion. He loves playing football, but I feel he knows that it's time, and I feel like he is looking forward to his next challenge, and I think he's going to embrace it.
Football's always given me a safety net. Listen, I know I've been blessed. I've been blessed enough to play this game for 20 years. It's allowed me to do every and anything that I've kind of wanted to do. And I'll always come back to saying that no matter what, I try and count blessings and not problems.
Man, it's coming to an end, man. You know what? I'm actually okay with it. Different emotions, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
That's the last game. I'm ready for the next stage. I'll give football me. And I think either it's the hardest thing, but then it's also the thing which you accept when you know it's time. It's time for pastors new. Get me?
All this time.
Come on.
What a day.
Man.
What a day.
Man. It was important. I wouldn't be playing at age of 40 if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't.
And I might not be managing in League One at the top end if it wasn't for you.
Yeah,
you know?
and that's what listen, I think timings, I think stars aligned, and we've said this, and we will go long beyond football. And it's mad because you're the only manager that I can be 100% honest with, because I know the person I am. Listen, I know the energy I bring, but I can be 100% honest. Like, well, I'll tell you, for me, I can still I keep saying, I was like,
I know what you're going to say.
I was sitting there at 75 minutes. I swear to you, I was sitting there at 71 minutes.
I know that.
Yo, Gaffer, what blow, yeah?
Do you know that?
Like, let me go do me.
Do you know the person you are allows me to make those decisions to go, you know what? Bill will be cool with this.
Yes.
Because all it is the game.
There's another one. Come in. Blooms, come. Yeah. It's actually, you've walked in at the right time. Come. You've walked in at the right time.
Come on.
Come in.
You know, one of the best moments today was when I said, where's your mum?
Yeah.
And you've gone there. And I waved to your mum. And his mum's gone like that. And I'm thinking, she knows as well what we've done. You know, she knows. Look, which has been big.
And Blooms went to me, B, once you're retired, you're retired. Take the 9, 8 weeks, whatever it is. If you get 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 20 minutes, take it, because in 8 weeks' time, you'll have no minutes, period. I ain't gonna lie, you know me, you still got that. At 71 minutes today, I was sitting on there thinking, brother, I'm gonna dunk on both of them. Gaffer, get me on there. I will dunk on both of these boys.
I turned around to say, B, get ready. He's ready.
I was
for the first time ever.
I swear
You're
to you,
ready.
you know, and that was it. Normally I'm like, Gaff, tell me when. At that point, I was itching.
Usually take the bottoms off slowly and then
I was itching to dunk on these boys.
I'm ready. It's like a 17-year-old. Get me on the pitch.
It was the baddest thing in my head.
Do you know what though, mate? Because I knew how much you put into your career, and I could see that by missing these minutes, because I've gone through it recently. Once it's done, it's done.
It's done.
And I knew that you would miss it.
I needed it.
And I wanted you to take every little moment you could.
I swear to you, I would not have been able to accomplish what I accomplished in my career. So the best moments of my career has been in the last 6 years. And I kid you not, and I'll say this, Blooms, I always thought that I am what I am. I'm the best at being me. But what I learned from being around you was, you know what? Be the best you can be at all times. And I swear to you, on my life, on here, I thank the both of you from the bottom of my heart. And this is the I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I came here, and you know what was beautiful? Because we were written off, because we were the underdogs.
But you come into this club 6 years ago, the best signing of his time, I believe. The best signing in his tenure, because you didn't sign me.
Say nothing.
If not, it would have been me.
Yeah, I got you.
It wasn't me, so I'll let you have this one. The impact you've had here, mate, cannot be overstated, and I mean that.
Yep.
The impact that you've had for the club as a whole, for the gaffer, for me personally. You say that I inspired you, but you inspired me, and you scored the goals that allowed me to stay in the team and to do your running for you. I did what I was good at, you did what you was good at, and together the stars aligned, and as a trio, we were able to grab this club and drive it forward with Dobbo and with JJ and with everyone else who played such a massive part. And without your signing, mate, this club would not be where it is today.
Doing my running don't get seen. It don't get seen. Goals get seen. So, and this is why I say for you, Blooms, you did my running.
You've given me moments that you don't even know, where you've pulled me and you've said, Gaffer, your way. When I've doubted, just the tiniest bit of dark has come into my glorious light, and you've gone, Gaffer, do it your way, believe. And if you do what you've got to do for this team, you don't know how important that is sometimes to manage, because no one ever, as management, no one ever says well done to you, no one ever tells you you're doing a good thing, and no one ever tells you the right way, but you say, Gaffer, believe in you, and you'll get it right. And that's been huge for me. That's been huge for me, you know, to have someone like that without ever challenging what I do. That's been so important to me, you know, and I really appreciate that. And I don't mind saying this on camera. I couldn't have done what I've done without you, and Wycombe Wanderers wouldn't have been where it is now without you two.
Both of y'all, man.
Brilliant.
I love the both of you, man. You're guys.
You know,
I fucking love the both of you. I do, man. I love the both of you.
Yo, chill, yo. Big baller, big player, big pimp.
And I remember the gaffer, when I signed, he's like, I know what I'm signing. So, because I know what I'm signing, I'm going to give you what you need to continue to do what you're doing outside the pitch. And because he did that, I always felt obligated and obliged to be like, I'm going to try and give you as much as I can, if not more. This also was one of my favourite pictures from that season. We drew 0-0 with Wimbledon. And he must have said to me, I can take you with all my boys. I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need 2 more and then we're about even. That's what I was saying to them, man. I looked yeah. But this one, you knew it was a unique team, a unique squad. When you set out to do something and you achieve it, it has to be the best. Becoming a professional is my best moment, but this memory here, just unmatched.
Arguably the most enthusiastic and smiley person at TalkSport Towers, and a World Cup bronze medalist to boot. No, we will look after you. Leanne, you've been here before?
Yeah, definitely. I've been here many times.
Players at the moment are carrying a load which the results ain't backing until you get there. I remember getting into a couple of clubs and thinking, oh, like, these players are stronger and faster, so you've got to kind of up it.
What I see that stadium was you. That's gone. I hate to say it, but that was gone. This world out there now, mate, that's you. You're in the real world.
He'll miss people coming to him for advice on a daily basis. He'll miss making people laugh on a daily basis in that dressing room, and he'll miss going out and being the big man, being the guy that when the chips are down, everybody looks to Bayo.
This feeling is football's done for me, but I want to shut down mentally and physically. I want to go away, and that's how I feel now. When it's going to hit me, it's going to hit me when everybody goes back and I'm not. But I truly believe sometimes you've got to go through what you go through so it sets you up for then what you have to go through further down the line. Stay true to you, but also know that every day is a learning day. That's the advice I would give to any youngster, and I'll give to a younger B. Proud of you. Look what we've achieved. Look how far we've come. Blessings, young one. Told you it would be good. I told you we would be good. Just an average brother. I don't say all the right things at all the right times, but nah, man, I'm cool with this. I think it's good to sometimes show aspects of who you are, what you are, to the world. I knew that I had to build something for when I finish. I didn't earn the big salaries in football to say, oh yeah, you know what, when I retire, I don't have to do anything again. I knew that wasn't the case. I knew that a long time ago. So I concentrated on building a brand or building something for when I retire. Do things to prove yourself right and not others wrong. And the source you have is the most powerful source you can have. And when you finish watching this, know I did it my way. Your way has to be the best way. I guess that's it.